Welcome back to the Skem Pod.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Skem Pod. I'm your new host Jacob.
I'm Cameron.
And introducing our new guest, Avery.
Hello.
So tell us, Avery, what's it like going on any trips with the T-levels, like to other countries and stuff?
Yeah, well, kind of the big trip that the T-levels have is obviously the one you just mentioned, the international trip to Austria, Vienna, the capital.
Yeah,
Austria.
That's the one I'm going to go on alongside Jack.
I did not know that.
He's also a part of the level 3 year 1 group.
Well, that's cool. So during our time there, we did kind of a work placement where we worked alongside people as part of the industry, and we just worked alongside them for the full 2 weeks. Not only that, we also kind of just lived in the city. Like, we obviously did the touristy stuff, going to the big landmarks or just exploring the city, but for the most part, we learned good places to eat, like good places to stay, find some really fun places to mess around and, you know, play a game of footy or whatever.
Did you enjoy the nightlife as well while you were there?
There was a curfew.
Was you in that hotel called the A&T Hotel?
No. So we were in apartments.
Apartments. Because the A&T Hotel is the one we're going to visit.
Yeah, Jules mentioned that a while back.
So for the time being, last year, you just lived in one of the apartments?
Yeah, we lived in apartments together, like, as a group. So when we went, it was my entire class, plus some engineering students, some motor engineering, and one plumbing student.
One plumbing student?
Just one.
I've heard that last time you guys went to Vienna, Jules said that the public transport, like the U-Bahn, the trams and the buses, are all free to the students. Is that true?
Yes. As soon as we got there, we were given 2 passes, one for each week. So we had one pass that allowed us to go on any public transport for the first week, and for the second week, same thing.
So, is it unlimited trips or?
Yeah, no, just as long as it's just in that kind of week time frame and you use the right pass, you can just go anywhere using any public transportation.
Is it like in Germany, you know, when you go into like business?
It is a German country.
So it's like Germany, so you go in, you get given a pass. If it's for business or educational purposes, you can get anything for free. Well,
basically,
not anything.
Not anything, but like public transport, yeah.
And like Luxembourg as well, all transport's free there, no matter what though.
Are there like 3 kinds of passes? One for the train, one for the tram, and another for the bus?
No, because all public transportation there is kind of nationalised, so it's all run by the government, so it's just one pass for everything.
So rolled up into one?
Just one pass for all 3, so trains, buses, and trams.
Yeah.
Fun. I love trams.
Yeah, kind of like in certain parts of the UK, like Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester
or
has
Blackpool.
a really fun tram system. I've been on it before.
And Blackpool has trams.
Does it?
Yeah.
Never knew that.
You know when you go in like to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, the
you're
tram
right.
thing right there.
Or maybe like the road past the Sea Life.
Yes, no, I know now, yeah.
Just down that big road.
Yeah, that big road, yeah.
Tram. It's actually quite fun just on there. When they turn the lights on, I was on it.
Yeah.
It was mad, honestly.
I was
just shot on it, or the tram just lit up as well, because I didn't even know they had the like Blackpool illumination lights on the actual
on
tram.
the trams?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
It was on it for that time when I went.
Oh.
But
I was also wondering that even if the public transport's free, there has to be some kind of catch, like as long as you don't get lost, right?
To my knowledge and to my memory, no. It's just any transport is under that pass.
it's just
in that
country.
time limit.
For that time limit, the whole country.
I think it's actually just for the city.
In some places it will just be for the city, but if in some circumstances as well, it would be just for the city.
I mean, I
Because-
think the pass was just for the city.
Because you're a student, it will just be for the city.
Yeah.
But if it's a business meeting,
You'll
have to be getting a
active.
train from one city to another, most
Yeah.
likely. If not,
It-
then
I
it
think
would just be for the city.
I think our passes were just strictly to the city.
Oh, like to all of Vienna.
Just the entire city of Vienna.
And throughout the entire like 2 weeks or so of the time frame that you guys stayed in Vienna, were there any days in which the students were free to go where they want?
Yeah, so basically just any day where you weren't working, or even the weekends, like a lot of us, like all the students who went, kind of just went around, like finding food or places to just
Especially
chill.
those sausage stands. Have you been to one of those sausage stands?
I didn't when I went to Vienna, but I have now experienced them since, because I've been back to Vienna a few times.
Oh, like over the course of like the summer break?
Yeah, I've been back to Vienna a few times.
So now that you've finished your T level as well,
Yeah.
Are you going to go back to Vienna and try and see where you used to work? So if you remember, you said you can get like a job there, move to
Or
Vienna.
maybe some good stuff
That'd
to
be
do
fun.
besides like the amusement park and football stadium.
Yeah, so
Like if you take the train, like that's close to the hotel we're gonna
Yeah.
be staying at, a Trossstrasse or like Rummenplatz, you take a 45-minute train trip to like Kagaran, and
Yeah.
have you ever been to the Westfields in like London or something?
I don't think I have, no.
It's like these giant shopping centres.
Yeah, no, to be fair, when we went there, one of the things that was nearby our accommodation when we were there was a basketball court. So me and my friend, we kind of went and bought something from a huge shopping mall.
Westfields?
Probably, I don't remember.
Yeah, the Westfields I found, the Donau Zentrum
Yeah.
one, has like lots of different shops, like pop culture needs, technology, food and drink.
It's
And they
surprisingly
even have
easy
like
to
a
find that kind of stuff.
Cinemax
Yeah.
theater, like with an IMAX screen. I plan on like taking a trip there, or like the other one that's 60 minutes away
Yeah.
to see the new Pixar film Elio.
Elliot, I've heard things about that movie.
It's about this boy who's obsessed with aliens, gets abducted by them, and gets mistakenly identified
Thank
as
you,
Earth's
Pixar.
leader.
Thank you, Pixar.
Or maybe if I don't get the chance to see the other film before I actually go to Vienna, the How to Train Your Dragon remake.
Ooh, I have some opinions about that movie that I don't want to share.
Anyway, we're going on a bit of a tangent. And
Yeah.
you, like I've mentioned before, have just finished your
T-level.
T-level. So, are you going to uni?
Yeah, I'm going to uni.
So, you're transitioning now from college
Yeah.
to uni, so you're going to try and get some of your old work from here
Yeah.
to then use that for your uni.
Yeah.
So, what uni are you actually going to?
I'm going to Uni of Salford to study software engineering.
Traitor. You're supposed to be like in the
Edge Hill.
Scouse region. So, like, go Edge Hill or.
I will say this, I did plan on maybe going to Liverpool one, but Uni of Salford just kind of stood out to me.
Fair enough.
Edge Hill is
So, like,
also much
traitor.
closer.
Yeah, but that's kind of down to my personal preference. I didn't
Yeah.
want to live too close to home, but I also wanted to live far
I get
far
what
enough
you mean.
away to like kind of have my
I
own
mean, it's in
independence.
Ormskirk, which is only like a short bus trip from Skelmersdale.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it means you're gonna still live at home.
Yeah, exactly that.
So you want the nice like
Yeah, I kind of want to live.
M58, M6 in between. Your parents not coming over every 2 seconds.
Telling me to drink water.
Make sure you're drinking water, not the beer, all that. Anyway, so how are you actually finding the transition now, though?
Well, to be fair, transition started like maybe halfway through my second year. Our tutors kind of helped us out with our UCAS applications, read over any personal statements. Just they were very on board and kind of what's the word here?
Supportive.
Supportive, thank you.
You're welcome.
Like supportive with everything. They took time out of their days to read our personal statements and give us tips, and I think some of them are also our references for like jobs and
Yeah.
even uni as well.
So while you're in uni, are
Yeah.
you thinking of getting a job anyway?
Yeah, to be fair, it's Manchester. There's a bunch of places I could probably apply to and get a job.
What about UA92, who visited us like twice?
UNA2 was also another option I thought about, and it's...
I mean, you could start learning basically at any time of the day, any time of the year.
I mean,
No exams, too.
yeah, no exams, that's a fun idea,
Mm.
but the thing is, it's kind of out of the way when you look at where it is geographically.
It's Old Trafford.
Yeah, it's all...
The one you're going to for software, it's Old Trafford.
Yeah,
Because someone I work with goes there.
yeah, it's...
I think they're an old student from here as well. I don't
Oh.
know. So, plus, our teachers do know them. You might know them, so I might talk to you about them after.
Yeah,
But they go there, and they still work in Skem, still live in Skem.
fair enough.
And it works out great because his lessons afternoon.
Yeah.
But he can get them in the morning if he wants to. So they've given him the option to do afternoon or morning. And the only days he's not in is Wednesday, so he works Wednesday
Fair enough.
till 12 and then starts heading towards uni. He sleeps at uni because his mate's got
A flat there, yeah.
flat thing there. And then, and he's graduated this year, I think.
Hey,
He's done very well for himself as well.
that's good to hear.
Speaking of like apartments and flats, are you gonna have plans for like accommodation, what stuff to bring with you, is anything important?
So,
Most importantly, the games console.
we'll get onto that later. But first and foremost, when you're moving to uni, you obviously get two options. You can either live on campus or off campus. Now, I did leave things a little bit too late and lost my chance of living on campus, but I have found a place off campus now.
I mean, it's pretty much convenient as they stay on campus.
Yeah, but the thing is, with a lot of unis, on-campus accommodation is more often than not only for first years.
Oh, pricey.
Relatively, you can find places around the area. Yeah.
Like, when you're on campus, they give you 3, 4, 5 stages. So you get stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 usually it's big flat thing and it's just rooms. You get a shared bathroom, all that. Then same with 2 and 3, but the rooms are a bit nicer and a bit bigger for you to have more space.
Yeah.
So like the better you do in university.
No, it's pricing.
By
situation.
pricing, so it's just if
So
you can
if-
afford it, you can get a better room.
So like airlines, like where you have first class.
Yeah,
luxury,
basically.
Then
business.
4th and 5th,
They're like the best.
they're the best. And Warwick, their best one was basically just a mansion. It had about 5 different rooms, each had an ensuite. And I got a little look around it because
A mansion.
Basically, 5 bedrooms. Come on.
But it's everyone that's in it pays together for the rooms. When
Yeah.
you're in the small ones, you just pay for your room.
Yeah, you're paying for your
Is it
I
kind
know
of like
details
how it's
of the story.
depicted in Monsters University, where they have like the big buildings?
Basic.
Not in most of them. Some of them, yeah, they've got not the big building. It's just like a row of just like little flats.
Yeah.
And then off campus, it's like the big buildings, the student
Yeah,
apartments,
so-
student housing.
But they obviously don't have the nicer looking fraternity housing like they do.
Not here in
film.
England.
No.
Not here in England.
No,
Oh,
in America
like
most likely.
Yeah, in America and like other countries that have kind of been influenced by America, almost definitely, but not here in England.
No, you just get like
You get your flats.
you get your council house.
Yeah, you
basically.
get your flats, you get your council houses.
So like regular living.
Yeah, it's basically just living on
You
your
live
own.
in just you party most of the time on student food, which is
noodles.
yeah. Prison food's better than uni food. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, to be fair, I'm gonna thrive in uni. I only eat noodles anyway.
Fair enough. You're gonna be like throwing them against the floor, putting like Doritos in them and everything. Doing
What's
that
wrong
stuff.
with the beef and tomato pot noodles?
Nothing's
Nothing's wrong.
amazing.
I don't know,
Beef
I-
and tomato noodles.
Not to
are the
mention
best.
like the Japanese Nissin cup noodle soba.
Coca noodles though.
Coca noodles, you can't beat
They
Coca
hit
noodles.
different.
They hit different. Coca
After
noodles
a
when
night
you're
out
ill
as well.
though.
After a night out. as
After a
well.
night out or you're ill.
I mean,
They hit different.
in Edge Hill you can pretty much find the Morrison's shop
Yeah,
and
with-
get your meal deal.
Yeah, with Edge Hill and like other unis, they have like obviously
I
like
mean, if you're-
on-campus shops, like co-ops.
Like chains.
Yeah,
they
like
also have a
chains.
Subway, but that's card only.
Yeah, they have the Costa as well.
I mean, if you're in
A
a jail, you
Costco.
can always just go to like
The
town
Morrisons.
centre.
The actual
Go to
Morrisons.
the actual Morrisons. Go to the cafe.
Just go anywhere really.
Pretty much just go to Tesco's or something. Can't you?
Yeah, there's just like
Cafes.
places nearby. I live on coffee to be fair, so.
Fire though.
Yeah, I love coffee.
Now,
Like you wake up, go to your coffee, go to your lecture, go to bed, have a bit of a party, go to bed.
Go to bed twice.
Yep.
Sounds like my day.
do you also
Those are
have
jobs.
any plans on what to bring to university, like any necessities?
Well, I'm living off campus, as I probably mentioned before.
Show your Xbox.
I don't actually own an Xbox.
What you want?
PS5.
Oh.
Like,
So the PS5's going with you.
But yeah, so
Your clothes, that's about
Yeah.
it.
in
can
case
sleep
you
on the floor.
in case you have a roommate with you and you have
well, to
another
be fair,
DualSense for
I mean,
multiplayer.
yeah, I mean, I am living with a close friend of mine in the art course currently.
Also a Filipino relative.
Nope, just
Oh.
a friend of mine. And we've kind of planned out kind of what we're bringing and stuff. The apartment we've looked at is unfurnished currently, so
Unfurnished, so
I mean,
hollow.
Chairs, a fridge.
yeah, completely hollow. And the fridge is already in there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Comes,
Fridge-
hollow comes with a fridge.
That's it, just a fridge.
What's in the fridge?
Nothing right now. We'll fill it up pretty quickly.
Food
Do you
and
also
bunch of
have plans on any furniture?
To be fair, because of how many people me and my friend know, we're probably just going to see who's got any spare furniture, because nowadays people are kind of moving around, aren't they? So people are going to have just like a stockpile
That
of
chair's
stuff.
spare over there. You can have that chair.
What
So, should we finish up the podcast with a little bit of talk about the actual T-level
T-level
course?
course, wonderful, yeah.
You've been through the whole thing from day one to now,
Yep.
and you're now finished. You've been off for what, 3 weeks?
3-4
trying to sort
weeks, give or
out,
take.
you know, sorting out university and being slaving away getting podcasts out, trying to get you in. So,
Coming for your job.
from day one to now,
Yeah.
what's it been like, and what topics have you done, and what's the exams like?
It's been a lot of hard work, because the way I usually describe it to people is it's like the BTEC, but a lot more focused on kind of the workplace and skills you'll need to work in the IT industry. So a lot of the early stuff we covered in my first year would be stuff like business context and obviously that small bit of coding. Throughout the 2 years, you have 4 exams, I think.
Like the beta.
3 exams, sorry.
Yeah, like the beta.
Yeah, 3 exams, but they're all kind of separated into tasks or papers.
At the
So-
beginning, middle, and end.
So you do your first 2 exams at the end of your first year, around like
That's-
normal exam season.
Isn't it the practical exam you do? And
So it's a theory paper, just like
Yeah.
you guys, and also a practical exam,
Yeah.
just like you guys.
no, I don't.
Do you guys not do a practical?
In our first year? I'm not sure about second year.
Oh yeah, but
But we've just done 2 theories, and
Yeah.
we've got 2 next year, but I don't know what they are.
fair enough. So, like I mentioned before, the kind of 2 big exams you do in your first year are 2 theory papers, and then you get this kind of practical exam based in Python. You're given kind of this brief that kind of carries across.
Like what you need to
exams.
do and
Yeah,
what
so-
requirements it has.
So yeah, one of the standout things I remember from my first year was doing that exam. So part of it was creating code, planning a code. Like part of it was planning, creating, kind of fixing code as well. That was a big one.
Wait, does it normally go like this? Like, make your flowchart of how the program works, create the pseudocode, like the test plan
Yeah.
of what it needs to do, and then create the code and like
Yeah.
review it and test
So
it.
that's kind of similar to how the exams actually are structured. So you
Or maybe
kind of,
like level 3 year 2.
yeah, it's the exams are quite similarly structured in that way, where
It's-
you plan the code,
Yeah.
kind of write it out.
So you plan
test
it
plans
within
and stuff.
lesson with the teachers.
Well, not
sort
in
of
lesson.
helping
It's
it.
kind of in the exam. So
Yeah, but
you're kind of
you
by
get
yourself.
the idea
Yeah,
in the
you-
lessons, and then
With how we're
So you
taught,
got-
yeah, you got like a lot.
until you
idea.
get the brief, you've got a rough idea.
Yeah,
of
you
how
got like a rough idea.
Yeah.
So like,
And then you get given the brief, and you can make it around that.
yeah, because a lot of what you learn in your T level, in the T levels, just as a whole, would be like learning a lot of the theory behind it. So
Yeah.
when you're actually in the exam, you can just bring it in, have the knowledge, make it work with what you've been given, and then move on.
And then with the BTEC, you've got to learn
Yeah.
the theory side, but then you've got to learn the practical because
You kind of need it.
we've got, yeah, you need it, and then we've not got the work placement to go to see
Yeah,
because your T levels, so it's
we have to do a work
the
placement.
same but the opposite
Yeah.
of an apprenticeship. So you're in college for most of it, work placement won't be.
Yeah, so let's actually talk about that.
Mm.
That's a great thing to talk about.
Because when it comes to the apprenticeship, not many IT places
Yeah.
will trust an apprentice or even like the student.
With T levels, you kind of get like enough knowledge, even just from your first few months, to be
Yeah.
able to go into work, kind of understand what's happening, and just go from there.
Yeah.
So with the T levels, you have to do 315 hours, but that sounds scary at first. But it's spread across
It
your
flies by.
yeah, it flies by. Like
Yeah.
it's spread across your 2 years. You don't have to do 315 one year, 315 the next. It's just 315 throughout the entire course.
Did you hit that marker or go over it?
I believe I have hit the mark, just not gone over it. Maybe by a smidge though.
I mean, for each year, I think we've got to do 50 for our
50.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I went about 16 over this year.
Fair enough. But yeah, so what's great about the work placement is as well, the college finds it for us. Like, you're
Yeah.
welcome to find your own, but
That's going to be hard because you're a student going, can I
Yeah,
come to your
but the college-
place of work?
yeah, but college allows you to kind of just, they bring the opportunity to you. They say, oh, hey, we have
This
like X, Y, and
place.
Z for you guys.
Mm.
Who wants to take it? And I know a lot of my classmates went through an interview process as well.
Did you?
I did. I had to print out a CV, wore a suit.
Oh, snazzy.
I know. And got the interview, got the place. First ever interview, first ever time, getting a placement.
Yeah.
It was good. It was fun.
Alright, so before we finish up, I know Cameron said it's going on a bit long. Have you been on any other like international trips with the T levels besides just Vienna? What were they like?
I actually haven't, and I'm actually quite upset.
Oh,
It's not like upset as in like at the college themselves. I kind of understand why. It's a funding thing, fair enough. But with the one I have been on, Vienna, it was honestly a blast.
I mean, usually there is only one.
Yeah.
But I think they're trying to get one for not the level 2s, but for the level
threes.
3s, year 2, I think
Yeah.
it is. Because the year looks so much longer when it can go so much faster
Yeah.
as well. So we'll get through all the assignment work and it'll just be the.
Kind of just early summer.
Exams.
Yeah, like
And
exam
then
early
it's
summer.
just because we do the exams first thing in the year pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just assignment work, exams, and then not nothing. So we're trying to sort out one for T levels,
Yeah.
still, another one, I think.
That's for the T level ones. I've heard rumours and
Yeah,
kind of
that's
talkings.
that's what I'm saying. And then level 3, year 2s or ones. But we moving on from that, because that's not a definite,
Yeah.
it's rumours, and we hope the rumours are true. Leaving, like, towards the end of the T levels, what do you usually do? Is it like,
It's
finish it off the work, or
Yeah.
is it your work's almost done? These we can have a joke about in this lesson, but we need this done.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, like at the end of the year, it's usually you got your second exams, which I didn't touch on. That's not my fault. That's my fault.
Mm.
Second exams focus on web development. Like the first ones, you get a brief, you gotta make it. You gotta go through the whole process, test plans, planning out the code, market research, which is also a really interesting thing to
It's
do.
quite a fun thing to do.
It's
isn't it?
fun, but when my exams are quite niche, like the topic we had to research, very niche. But I found quite a few to hopefully get me that passing mark.
Yeah, have you found out your grade yet?
Nope, that's
Does that come around GCSEs?
Yeah, so it's on national results day.
Around August.
August 16th.
August 16th.
Yep, that's
So that's
national
when
results day.
GCSEs and we get our BTEC
It's just
grades.
everyone's results.
What
day.
about our results for research? Is that also on?
Yeah,
Should
that's,
be, yeah.
that's National Research Day. So you get a National BTEC and BTEC Results Day, which is when we all get our results, I'm pretty sure anyway. Then it goes to National Results Day, which is any
Everyone
resits from the BTECs, A-levels, GCSEs and anything else that has taken place to get graded there. So that's when he'll find out his final grade, and will you have to tell the uni that, or are you already in?
They've given me a conditional offer, so I have to tell them that. But Uni Salford, lovely people. They said if I don't get the mark I wanted, they will allow me to apply for the foundation year.
And that's only a year, isn't it? So
That's only an extra year, so I'll be doing 4 years.
You're doing a computing course, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like the whole shebang, like software, hardware.
Yeah, so
programming.
software engineering focuses more on coding and stuff. So.
I'm guessing games development is like a close second.
Games development, I think in our third year, you get the option for that module.
Like added on. Like,
Yeah, like you can do kind of your module and stuff. It'd be nice catching up with you when I'm.
and like
off somewhere
reflecting on
else.
the years gone by.
Don't make me. That sounds sad.
Well,
Don't make me
look-
sad on the podcast.
you're gonna cry on the podcast.
First person to try the podcast, I'll take that.
Yeah, you can be the first for one thing.
Well,
Cry on the podcast, unless someone else does it before you. Then
no, I'm gonna be into it.
go on then. I think that's all we've got time for today,
I
or
believe so.
do we have any more time?
I mean, we've pretty much discussed everything that's
Yeah.
necessary, like
So-
what the trip to Vienna's
Yeah.
like, and then like
T-level course.
how.
This is goodbye for now then.
Don't say that.
I've already said we're gonna get you in. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be the first
for now, to be.
Yeah.
Oh, I might be the first right now.
This is goodbye for now until I see you again.
Oh, we'll probably run into each other somewhere.
Until Alfie sees you again, until Matt sees you again, until...
Stop, you.
But this is goodbye for now for the podcast.
Yeah,
We'll be back.
for the podcast,
And I'll see y'all later, like for hopefully for after summer break, and when I come back from Austria to host again. Later.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Goddamn.
Cut the video.